Hi, T.O.T. Carlson here, and going back to the Power Rangers Lightning Collection today. We're looking at a Walmart exclusive package today. This is Zordon and Alpha 5, the two support characters to the Mighty Morphin team. Zordon, of course, being who originally brought the team together. We're going to do a brief unboxing of this, and I'll show off the figures as well. Top of our package, there's the bottom, sides, and here's the back of the package, which shows a closer look at our figures. The Zordon figure actually lights up. You can put 3 AAA batteries in the figure and hit the button, and he'll stay lit up until you hit the button again. Batteries are not included, but I will show off some video I did testing that feature before. And right here we've got just like all the normal little disclaimer paperwork that always comes with these. And this actually has a brief instruction insert here for Zordon because, again, like I said, you can put the batteries in him. But now let's look at the actual figures. Here they are on the plastic card and the green backing paper. So we'll go ahead and take them off now. Here's Zordon. This is actually a pretty interesting figure, and I don't really know that seeing it on the camera here really does it justice. It looks like they actually used the likeness of David Fielding for this, the actor who they did the motion capture of the head for on the show. Yeah, on the show, they always used David Fielding's likeness for the character, although they only used his voice for about the first half of the first season, and then another actor, Bob Manahan, replaced him as the voice, although they continued to use David Fielding's likeness. There's the top. There's the bottom. You can see right here, you actually have to unscrew something to put in the batteries, which I think is a little ridiculous, considering it's a toy that's meant to stay still. I can understand having screws on stuff like, like guns and swords and props that you actually carry and play with, but on something like this, it's not really necessary. I went ahead and took the screw out so you can see the battery terminal in there. And then here's what the back of the thing looks like. I guess they anticipate you'll just probably have this against a wall since it'll be like the command center. Next up we have Alpha 5. He comes with this little robot teddy bear accessory. He's seen holding this in a few really early episodes of the show, but this was phased out pretty early on. I'm surprised they actually incorporated something this obscure into a figure. Okay, here we have Alpha himself. He doesn't come with any interchangeable hands or other accessories other than the little teddy bear thing I just showed you, but I'll show off the points of articulation, everything he's got to offer. Here's a nice close-up of the figure. The sculpt and the colors actually look very good. He's pretty accurate to the show. And the head can move back and forth a little, and you can rotate this as well, just like on the show. Ball joint arms, but again, he's got these stiff shoulder pads. There's not really a whole lot you can do there. And then his arms rotate like just past the shoulder. This is pretty common for most of the figures in the Lightning collection. Elbows are articulated. And then his wrists can swivel as well. Again, pretty standard for this line of figures. He does have the ball joint legs like most figures. Articulated knees. And his feet can move up and down as well. And those can also swivel to the left and right. So Alpha is actually a pretty good looking figure, despite that he doesn't really come with a lot of accessories or interchangeable parts. And like I said, I'm glad they included his little robot teddy bear accessory. The only problem is there's not really a good way for him to hold this because one of his hands is an open hand, like pretty much all the way open, and the other hand is like a gripping hand, but neither one is really all that well suited to him holding his little toy there. I mean, even on the box art, they just have that thing next to him rather than him holding it, which is a little weird. So, overall, we got Zordon here and we've got Alpha. How do I feel about these figures? This is actually not a bad set. They're two very unconventional characters, a lot different than the normal Ranger figures on here that I tend to review. Zordon, due to his unconventional nature, he's basically a big floating head. I think the Lightning Collection really does the best they can with this character. I couldn't imagine a figure of Zordon really being much better than this, honestly. He's not really the kind of character you'd expect to have a figure made of him. I do wish that, there wasn't a screw in the battery compartment there, because having to unscrew that and screw it back on is kind of a pain. If they just included like a little latch you could detach, that would be better if you ask me. And the lighting effect is not bad, although honestly I wish they maybe would have put a little more effort into it, maybe had light in a few different parts instead of just the bottom of the tank. And again, Alpha, I think Alpha's a great looking figure. I wish maybe they'd given him, an interchangeable set of hands like most of the Ranger and Villains figures get, and then had a way for him to better grip or hold on to his little robot teddy bear guy. That said, though, this is actually not a bad set of figures, and if you go on some of the websites, technically it's a Walmart exclusive, but other third-party sellers on other sites will sell it. I think I got this for like $30, which was actually a pretty good deal at the time. I probably wouldn't pay more than that for this set, but if you're a fan, I do think this is a set that's worth getting. Are you a collector of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Lightning Collection from Hasbro? Have you picked up this Alpha and Zordon set yet? Comment down below and let me know what you think if you did pick them up. Also remember to subscribe to my channel because I'm always posting new content, and give this video a like if you found it helpful or interesting. I'm Taylor T. Carlson. I'll see you next time.